Ooh. So, so like I would like to be bear, or I'm favoring the bullish buy. I'm favoring the bullish bias. I gotta post. All right, so I am favoring the bullish bias. I know we are basically forming a bearish S&T off of what do you call it? Hold on. Post. Com for Criekki. Okay. Anyways, what was I gonna say? So I would like to favor the bullish bias. ES comes out, sweep out these 4-hour and hourly highs. We already swept them out on NQ. So you could argue that that might not be what happens today. Since we've already made significant moves up. But we also are basically forming a bullish S&T off of these hourly lows. So to me, I'm bullish on the day. Hourly and 4 hours also bullish. Um, Keep in mind, today is the day before core CPI news day. So you want to be cautious of that. The market could be a little bit choppy today. Right now, we're looking pretty decent. So I'm looking to see just some confirmation out of here to continue higher towards this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's 6:37. We have 3 plus 4. We have 7 minutes before I'm willing to take a trade. So right now I'm bullish. Even though this is London low, that's not even that bad, but see what happens. So right now, these two indexes are completely not correlated. NQ is bearish on the 5 minute versus ES is bullish on the 5 minute. So I'm going to want to wait for more confirmation. Okay, still bullish. We are no longer bearish. We just need a retracement into something. Let's hope we don't take out my draws. Be a little upset if that happened.
US stocks extend gains, Nasdaq up 1%.
No, don't do that. Here's our draws, guys. We might be just done for the day. Okay, well, our fucking draws were taken for the day. Yeah, let me go ahead and enter right at 9:35 because that's smart. I mean, we're gonna have to see what the market wants to do. The next draw is, I mean, we have the beginning of this gap, which we could target, but bro, I'm gonna need some sort of continuation confluence. I mean, come on, guys. Like, I know we've been inversing all.
KBW Bank Index jumps 1.8%, highest first record since February. Also, just keep an eye on the S&P 500. Just continue to move higher here at the open. No headlines to back the move in the last 10 minutes or so. But just sentiment-wise, you had tech-led rebound. Wall Street powered ahead, with stocks joining bonds higher as oil fell amid hopes that the US and Iran are getting closer to a deal to end the war that has wrapped global markets.
I want to say fuck it, we long, but how can
Of
you
course, if there
long?
is any news, we'll relay that to you as soon as we can.
I want to say fuck it, let's long that bit, but how can I? How can I go long? There's no retracement. I mean, you tell me. I would like to target the 4 hour start of the imbalance, but there's no entry. There's absolutely no entry. Bruh. Right, let's just bull run. No retracement, nothing. I almost don't want to take a trade anymore today. We might as well hop off. What am I supposed to target? I don't even know what I'm supposed to target anymore. The imbalance? That's not crazy, but at the same time, like, bro. Fuck.
According to White House official being cited by Al Arabiya, that talks on an agreement to prevent Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon are achieving positive results.
Yeah, we've been know that, bro. Why is that a surprise? see if the market runs without me. Right now, I see absolutely nothing.
Seeing US stocks extending gains, the Russell 2000 index rising 2.2%.
Reason why it your not stay this or some change. Okay.
UK German bonds gain 10-year gilt yield falling about 5 basis points to about 4.89%.
They make themselves to be better than you. Just remember. Oh, the market. What are we supposed to do here? Long that bit. Fuck it. No, I genuinely. I'm looking at this, like, okay, good price action, right? We knew we were going to bull run, hourly, 4 hour in bullish order flow. Took out the draws already. And now we might just chop.
So right at the top of the hour, we give US existing home sales data for May. Forecast for existing home sales 4.07 million, prior 4.02 million, with a range of 4.14 million to 4 million. And US existing home sales forecast 1.1%, prior 0.2%. US wholesale inventories month-to-month revised forecast 0.6%, prior 0.5%. US wholesale sales month-to-month forecast 1.2%, prior 2.8%.
Anything to just push the market higher, right? Anything. Insane work. But like, I almost don't even want to long anymore. Why would we long? I just, like, yeah, but no. No. What does a daily look like? See, we just tapped daily fair value gap, which means we could reverse off of that. Yeah, this is low-key pissing me off. I
According
get
to Mino Bakker on X, citing Kepler data, says covert tank operations have successfully cracked Kuwait's 2-month export freeze, triggering a significant inventory draw at Mina al Abadi as operators turn to dark transits to bypass regional maritime blockades.
tapped into the daily fair value gap. I almost don't want to go long. I feel like it's a short type of day. If we take a long, I'm gonna de-risk because we did just sweep out liquidity to the upside. We tapped into the daily fair value gap. from there, right? From there, like, do I want us to come take this out before we start the rotation lower? If we did, absolutely, absolutely. I think there's a possibility there, but you also have to keep in mind we just swept out all of this low resistance liquidity to the upside. London or these hourly highs, Asia high, like all these highs we just swept out. So if I'm looking at the market, what would we want to do? Would we want to continue the bull run after already getting significant moves up, sweeping out external liquidity here, or and then start to move push here, which we could, but given we just tapped into a daily fair value gap, would we not want to at least go to internal liquidity first? This would be London lows, and then start the rotations back up. I don't know, but this is looking like a liquidity sweep. Our strategy, target the lows. So on the day, I mean, that daily fair value gap is kind of fucking with my head. I can't even lie. Honestly, I would rather want shorts here more than anything. All right, boys, it's looking like shorts today. I think we at least whip out London lows here at a bare minimum. I know this is a counter trend trade, but all things considered, oh, we actually we have a bearish SMT, but we don't. $30.75. You have a minute to respect the gap.
1 minute to go now, related to the US existing home sales.
Fuck. We can get rid of that. Now we just need our 5-minute retracement.
10 seconds.
Don't be stupid and start sweeping shit out first.
4.17 million, 4.17 million higher than forecast, or 4.07 million prior, being revised to 4.04 million from the original prior, or 4.02 million. US existing home sales change 3.2%, 3.2% higher than forecast, or 1.1%. US wholesale sales month to month 2%, 2% higher than forecast, or 1.2%. And US wholesale sales, US wholesale inventories month to month revised as expected at 0.6%.
You have a 4 hour fair value gap there. That's low key juicy. Juicy right here. Check it out. Boom. 4 hour fair value gap. It's not that crazy to try to target that. Honestly, what do we have here? We have no imbalance here. All we need is a retracement, and then we can target it.
US Energy Secretary Wright says ship traffic through the Strait of Hormuz is rising very meaningfully. According to CNBC, JP Morgan is to deploy more powerful AI agents this year. We have posted out the US household inventories report and the US existing home sales report on the feed for 3.
AP officially LA Mayor's Cynthia Aaron Bell officially out after initially second out after initially second AP Cynthia officially Spencer out after initially you have to actually make a good product if you're in product first up into the sell some shit product. People see right through that. The world is too available right now. You have to make a good product. Not going to work. You have to think what to the it's 4 days and they still aren't close. Telling you, you know why? Taking the election days. You know, in Spain, they had an election. They had an election. All the votes were in similar size to the state of the larger, and every vote was in by. It'll be you get these corrupt. Somebody said it's income. It's happened to be a Democrat because within election,
Also, Energy Rights says China has released oil from its strategic reserve.
state city from nowhere close happening.
So, my Energy Secretary Wright did say ship traffic through Hormuz is rising very meaningfully, and China has released oil from its strategic reserve.
State of third world election, and we should pass save. You want all sorry. Get a fucking button. Lock in. I want you to watch. It's now.
Bro, are we really about to just go straight to the draw? Straight to... No! Bro. That's my draw. Please don't do this. Give me something to work with.
Energy Secretary Wright says there will be many months to return to normal energy flows.
If we hit this, I'm literally hopping off. I am hopping off. There will be nothing to target. I'm simply just going to hop off. Okay, we're done. I'm literally done. I'm not sitting here anymore. Oh my fuck. God, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Fuck you. For sure I'm done for the day. I don't even want to look. I'm just gonna just fucking doom scroll. There's no point in even being here.
S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 pair gains, hitting session lows. According to Channel 12 News, they're citing Chief of Staff Zamir in the north from Israel, saying the attack we carried out in Iran was preparation for a much more significant and heavy strike.
Oh wow, we're just fucking crashing towards fucking moon. So disgusting. How are you even supposed to get an entry here, bro?
So just keep an eye on the indexes in the US stocks. Continue to move, but seeing movement towards the downside. Again, no other headlines. The only headline that we've had is just recently from Israel's N12 News. Israel's chief of staff
It's
said
called
that
a
in the north, says
retracement,
attack being
bro.
carried out in Iran was preparation for much more significant and heavy strike. But again, no other headlines before that that would link to the decline. The S&P 500, Nasdaq 100 now turning negative.
Oh my god, we just keep fucking crashing. Wake me up when there's an entry.
All right, let's see what the weather. Oh. All right, so I made $284 on accounts that I traded today because it was no news Monday. I was kind of looking at it, and that's exactly what we did. I took two initial on ES because we had a 30-minute
So
bearish
that's a
S&P
comp to reverse his
from
early
there. I
gains,
was looking
last
at
down about 0.3%.
Happy Sunday. All right, so I made $284 on accounts that I traded today because
What up, guys? What up, guys? Micro and Iron.
just crap.
Seeing shares of Goldman Sachs quickly turning negative.
Market is crashing once again. Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. Like, you could take a trade towards these 4 hour lows, but if they like, absolutely, if these get hit, I'm done. I'm literally hopping off. There's no point on trying to stay here for the market when we just made so significant moves down. No retracement at all. Nothing. but it's just nasty. It's nasty. I decided I'm gonna get ready to go on a walk. I'm already halfway out the door. I'm already halfway out the door here. We haven't had an up candle in 30
Energy
minutes.
Secretary writes as natural gas will be the biggest new source to power AI.
We haven't had an up candle in 30 minutes. We have just been crashing for the past 30 minutes. So tell me if that's catalyst. You could have argued, oh, you could take the 5-minute inversion. Well, you can't just take, in my opinion, you don't just take an inversion because there's an inversion. There's so many inversions that happen. I don't know. To me, it just wasn't even a high quality trade. It just doesn't even. Like, it could take a trade towards those 4-hour lows. I just don't even want at this point.
Said, and two deleting this moment. Standing. Sure that this moment.
So just keep an eye on the areas that are leading the biggest declines then in the S&P 500. So you have the energy sector, which is down the most out of all the other sectors, and next to that you have the information tech sector as well. Also, just further from Israeli army chief of staff, they say we continue to fight and carry out attacks along the front lines in southern Lebanon.
Okay. Now let's think about this logically. What happened? Your brother today, huh? Brother?
steady. Oh. Absolutely. Last time they didn't do it. Event. It's the celebration of other. Did Alex worked his literally battle saw is such a pick up a
Can't even place a limp. Oh my god. Yeah. Holy shit, that's a big stop. Such a dumb trade to take. Fuck it, de-risked trade.
Energy Secretary Wright says oil exports from Hormuz and Persian Gulf are set to rise. Bank of America's Jim DeMare sees concern and caution markets. So just now, major wires picking up on the IDF chief comments about how striking Iran was preparation for a heavier blow. We're prepared to return and strike Iran again. So we've already put it out. It's being picked up by some of the more major news wires here. Those say they'll continue to deepen damage to Hezbollah. So I said we've already said this on our feed. It's being picked up by some of the more wires.
Alright, I took a stab at this. I mean, it's not my favorite setup in the world, but five minutes break a structure, 5 minute fair value gap, 1 minute break a structure on both indexes. Again, this is not my favorite entry. That's why it's a de-risked. We only risked half 0.5 R. So we'll see what happens. This is a de-risk trade. I kind of just wanted to take a stab at this, honestly. See what we can make with it, but see if it does anything. That's why I de-risked. We already made significant moves down. I was thinking, we have a possibility to go lower. At least NQ would take these 4-hour lows. Nothing else. We can just move stops to break even once we push past these swing lows right here. Other than that, I'm thinking like NQ, we would come out and sweep out all these highs. See what happened. Who gave him a TradeOvate account?
Going on in rest. This bit much, isn't it? Yeah. This one's over. Now, such a clumsy. Stop being stubborn and pick up a blaster.
No one ever organized Americans to say stop paying their credit card, stop paying their student. Why are people paying student? I don't understand that. It seems like that might get the attention.
That certainly would. They don't care about if you have health care. They don't care about if you can afford a house. They don't care if you have to go bankrupt in education. The only thing they actually do care about, and that's why they spend all this money, and that's why you propagandize it.
Doesn't create trust.
You know,
Doesn't create trust. It's insane. This election system they've created here is just another monument for their uselessness, another version of high-speed rail. The whole thing is sending out mail back every single voting roll that is inaccurate. The thing is just like pretty much everything else they try. It's not a mystery. It's slow by design. Then the local registrars gum up. It works. They're not required to release daily updates. So each county releases results whenever they feel like it. There's no deadline counter to tell people what they have about to finish. And in the last 24 hours, 3% more came in. The tally's 8 million ballots bedtime. California can't even count a single city in a week. Gavin Newsom has done here is a national embarrassment.
no, I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure if Spencer Pratt can be. Steve Hilton can be. Something is changing when even my most liberal friends now acknowledge how insane we've become laughing stock of the country. And just look at the three biggest scams going on. First, you have the high speed. In 2008, they told us $8 billion and be done by 2020. It's now 2026. They burned through $20 billion, and there's not a single backlight. All of it stolen. The way it works, the Democratic machine takes taxpayer money, hands it to their contractors, then kicks some of it back to the same politicians so they can stay in power. It's one big, beautiful butterfly, and it's the same story. California spent $20 billion in 5 years, and the home station went up. The money went to developers, consultants, nonprofits, who again pocket the money and then hand some of it back to the gave them the money. And then you get to the fires, thousands of down because these refuse dead vegetation while reservoirs.
Red Bull is the only F1 engine manufacturer not to be granted a 2026 engine upgrade after a shock reveal. Yep, that's right, even clear championship leader Mercedes has. Red Bull has been declared F1's best engine under the Additional Development and Upgrade Opportunity System, ADOO. Any manufacturer deemed that is 2% adrift of the benchmark regular interval, first of which has just been concluded, will be allowed to make one upgrade for 2020.
Yeah, Micah. I have a problem. Yes. Yes. Lori, start.
NFL legend Tom Brady announced today that he own organic coconut water. You'll never guess what the tag a homie below that is gonna
Go to California. Not sure how. So you've been following this. They are still counting the vote. You trust this election?
Ultimately, the problem here with this whole thing is how is it you had Aaron Bass place and then third place? Expect these mail-in to kind of that
Seeing
same
spot
basic
silver
pattern
declining
where,
by
you know,
3%
number
now.
one would get the most votes, number two would get the second most votes, and so situation where they're still receiving ballots, and number two, the way that they're coming in just so happens to work out that the Republican is getting kicked out of the Democrat run. That seems shady to me, especially add on to prohibited asking for somebody's identification before they vote.
And we just found out through the attorney there that you can register to vote with a gym membership card. Ridiculous.
Know that Gold Gym hand out a gym membership to anybody's willing to pay, including joke about Jesse, but that's legitimacy is because if you're going to give anybody a $10 membership, then you're not actually sure that that person is legitimately able to vote. This is why we have, for example, get on an airplane, that airplane rides are safe. This is why we have photo ID, alcohol, you're the proper age. It's insane that we have a state not only that doesn't ask for your identification, jail, if you're an elections official, is asking for identification.
Sure.
What? What? Nothing there. There's nothing. Dollar, are we about to hit TP? Are we about to hit TP?
Just keeping an eye on S&P 500 continuing to decline down into the negative area. And the only other headline that we had was at 10:15. We had Israel Chief of Staff Samir in the north. So the attack we carried out in Iran was preparation for much more significant and heavy strike. And then later on said that we continue to fight to carry out attacks on the front line in southern Lebanon. No other headlines to back up the move. Also, bear in mind, WTI didn't really react so much to those Israel headlines, but just specifically on the S&P 500. As said before, the weakest sector out of the S&P 500 is energy and the information tech.
Holy shit, are we about to hit TP, bro? Did we just bull run all the way the fuck towards nothing? Or did we just crash the market? Holy shit. I mean, we literally tapped the 1 hour FEG, so it makes sense why we're crashing. Or the daily. Oh my god. Chat, a winning day like that. No way we go all the way lower towards here. I de-risked because I didn't think that would happen. Oh my god, we just keep dumping. Hey. Hey. DP hit. Great trade and high time price. De-risk because I didn't think we...
That's a one finally decline now to 1%. Taiwan says that they're going to leverage resources to safeguard maritime safety. Taiwan early condemned China's actions in the eastern zone. And I've seen the SP 500 as said turning lower, last down 0.4%.
Something's not adding up, but what am I going to complain about? Money was made. What?
Now seen switch to information technology being the weakest sector in the SP 500, with the energy sector just...
What an interesting market open. We bull ran thinking, oh, we're going to start going higher. I was low-key getting a little bit upset because not only... What an interesting market open. I mean, I was originally I was bullish. You know, take out those hourly highs, tap into the 4 hour gap. I did not get an entry to go there. From there, I'm like, all right, we can be in for shorts. London lows are right there. And we were just going down for 30 minutes without a retracement. So I missed that move. And then I'm like, this is pretty chopped. I might as well not even take a trade today. And we kept going lower. We actually got a setup. I de-risked. I risked like $100 and I made 200. We had like a 1 to 2 RR. Because I was like, all right, we already made significant moves down. I doubt we would go that much lower, and that's exactly what we did. I mean, market crash. So I only made $199 on one account. Money is still money, though. I mean, I will take a green winning day every day. But just the flip in just an hour where we were positive like 1.5% or something on NQ, and now we're negative 1%. Just nasty work. But hey, I'm very happy with the way that I traded today. A plus setup, 5 minute in bearish order flow. We got a 5 minute fair value gap, tap, and then a 1 minute break of structure on both indexes. Move stops to break even pretty quickly. I mean, can't complain. $199 to the dome. So I will see. Oh, actually, I will not see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's CPI. So I will see you guys on Thursday, hopefully. But yeah. All right, chat. We made $199. I don't know how we did it, but we did. And here's my proof for y'all. All right. Well, that concludes today's trade recap. We've only been on here for an hour. I honestly did not expect to hit TP here, but yeah, 1 to a 2.32. So I will take that to the dome. I will take my money and hop off for the day. It's a small day. Missed the whole move here, but we did not really have a setup for me here. But yeah, I'll see you guys not tomorrow. Tomorrow's CPI. I will not be trading tomorrow, but I will be trading on Thursday, given that the 8:30 PPI news is not too drastic. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Love and appreciate you guys.